Peekaboo, I see you. Peekaboo, I see you. Peekaboo. Welcome to Frank's Out. This is your host, Frank the Vamp. We're continuing talking about the Poltergeist franchise, and there's some good news about it. Basically, we've been through the worst. The remake is by far the worst, so it's only gonna get better from here. That's something to keep you watching. But to be honest, uh, the next film, Poltergeist 3, is not a good film by any stretch of the imagination. Um, has so many flaws, and it that's pretty much how the franchise should have ended. Um, it was There's some possibilities. I don't think it's as bad as everybody says it is, but it is bad. And not to say that there's any few saving graces, because there are some saving graces here, and we'll talk about them. Let's point out the bad. Let's get that out of the way because there's lots of it. But stars with getting rid of most of the cast. Only two returning actors are Heather O'Rourke, plays Caroline for the last time. If you guys, probably if you're horror fans, you know that she unfortunately passed away of strange stomach illness, intestinal illness. I'm not sure, not a doctor, so. But she passed. She actually passed before the movie could end. Very sad. The movie was dedicated to her. Um, then I believe, and then we have the other, you know, huge glaring problem here is just that the family unity of part one and two were so great, and they just abandoned everything and just kind of like dumped on this uncle aunt thing. There's with an excuse that they're supposed to get away from the ghosts, and it doesn't happen. The actor, let me explain the plot so I can talk about more of the negative things. Basically, Caroline, after all the hell she's been through from part one and two, she comes back on the third part, now with an aunt and an uncle that's taking care of her, to keep her safe from the ghost. And like I said, there's little chemistry between the new family and her. It's like putting chocolate and beans together. It's just not gonna work. Liver and onions and ice cream. You take it. It's just a mismatch. It doesn't work. The She goes into this new building, um, where Kane, the antagonist from part two, comes back trying to get her, into the spirit world, and the Zelda Rubinstein character Tangina comes back to save her. Um, it's a lazy, weak plot. It doesn't, like I said, big mistake them having the family, the father and mother back again. Big mistake not bringing back. Bringing back the same antagonist. They could have gone and did so much better with a new antagonist for part three, but they repeated it, and it's just, um, how can I say? It's I think the biggest problem with this is mediocrity. It's like so many things could have gone better, um, and that's where the positive things come in. Heather O'Rourke, that's awesome, very mature little girl. We all miss her. It's very, she does a great job playing Caroline now. Zelda Rubinstein, amazing. The late Zelda Rubinstein. No one can blame Tangina. She is awesome here. They could have still, even though with these two actresses, could have told a much different, creeper story. They didn't. They went by the numbers. Very boring and bland. There's also this subplot of psychiatrists believing that Caroline, just made up the whole thing, and she's doing mass hypnosis to convince everybody that there's really ghosts when there's not. It goes really nowhere. It doesn't do anything to further the story, and it's just a drag. I think the worst thing about Poltergeist 3 is its boringness, stupidity. I mean, acting wise, to be honest, there's something here. Like I said, Heather and O'Rourke and Zelda Rubinstein, awesome in their roles. The newcomers, Tom Skerritt and Nancy Allen from RoboCop fame. And Lara Flynn Boyle as the daughter. It works. They're good actors. It's just not given a lot to work with. So, I will say that the reasons to watch this movie would be to watch the acting of O'Rourke and Zelda Rubinstein. And I really like the setting of the building. Effective scares there. Very practical effects. If you had O'Rourke and Zelda Rubinstein, you actually had something that could have been much better if it was just a missed opportunity. I don't think it's as terrible as boring and mediocre. So there you have it.